Hello, this is Rachel Geier, and welcome to my presentation. I'm going to make my sample one for a student named Jack, and I'm going to make him about 6 years old. We click Next, and we can select a few of their favorite things. So you could sit with Jack, or they could do independently or on their own. Select maybe, let's say, superheroes, sports, animals, and then we click Next. Now you're going to answer questions to determine the student's learning stage. So you're going to answer these questions to the best of your ability, right? My child can match lowercase letters to uppercase letters. For the sake of the example, I'm going to click All. My child can identify the specific sound a letter makes. I'm also just going to select All for the example. My child recognizes rhyming words. My child can hear the first sound in a word. I'm just going to click Yes for the rest of them so I can keep moving on. All right, so Jack has been designated as a growing learner, and he will practice his phonics and reading fluency. This also identified some math goals, but that's another part of the program. Develop self-confidence and resilience, discover multitasking and tools for focusing, and also expand art appreciation, which is an interdisciplinary aspect that weaves throughout the program. So the child was added successfully. What I'm going to do now is show you what it looks like on the profile of a student who's already started. And this one I also made for a student who's about 6 years old, and I answered all the questions about the same way. So to take a look at Rachel's learning pathway.
Welcome to your reading pathway.
So I started here, just scrolling through to show you the progress. And that's something that a teacher or adult could look at to do a formative assessment of students. I'm going to give you a peek at one of the games. This was the introductory one.
Hi, I'm Millie Monkey. Today we're going to learn about the sound ah. Can you tap the alligator?
All right, so this is very straightforward. The student can
Super!
just tap.
Ah is the first sound
Get a
you
happy
hear
sound.
in alligator. But ah can also be in the middle of a word. Ah, like mad. Tap the word mad. You're a mad alligator. Ah. Ah.
Hooked on phonics. Here are statements that you can select to determine what the reading level is that the child's going to start out as. So categories range from my child knows some letters and sounds but not all. My child knows all letters and their sounds but can't yet sound out words like cat. My child can sound out the word cat but not shell or chess. My child can sound out shop but not kicked or paint. So for the sake of the example, I'm going to select the first one. So Jack, based on these questions, has started on step 1 of pre-reader, and we're going to keep going to set up the profile.
Hey there! Before we start playing, let's create your own special avatar.
Right, I think that this is a very appealing aspect of the app. This is something that maybe this student Jack could do independently or you could do together.
Select your avatar
I'm just
and
gonna
then
select.
choose a shirt, pants, hat, and a cool...
Maybe just hat.
Wow, that looks awesome. Look at that. You earned 10 PowerPoints already. Earn more PowerPoints by playing an activity and watch your point value go up in the meter.
All right, so there's always a ton of positive reinforcements, cheerful sounds, and it auto plays, which makes it very easy. You're able to skip through some songs and kind of extraneous things, but when it's time for the student to click on something, you'll see this play button getting larger and smaller, and then you tap it. Okay, that's an example of a little intro song.
Help the spider catch his dinner. Drag the objects into the web that begin with the sound a, log, apple, alligator.
Okay, let's see what happens if I pick this one.
Alligator. Great listening.
Okay, so more positive reinforcement for the student. See what happens if I do this one.
Log. Let's try another one.
All right, so once again, just very cheerful. They're going to drag it over.
Apple. Great listening. A, axe. Leaf. Astronaut.
Right. So
Axe.
that's an example of one of the games
Great
that you
listening.
can play.
The
And
letter
that was the
A.
preliminary one. Just bounce
Pre-reader.
back here. Just show you a few other things.
Books.
There's books that you can work with. So in addition to moving forward on the trajectory of the learning path that I just showed you, there's also a library of books. I'm going to do pre-reader like Jack would be. Let's say, click Top Dog. And this is something that the student can read and practice reading out loud or to themselves. And then they can check and see if they have said it right. So the student would be, doing their best to read it out loud or to themselves, and then they can independently check.
Can you jog in the fog, dogs?
Right? And it just keeps going.
Books.
All right, there are many other sections that you can use. There's games,
Videos.
phonics videos. But the first thing that I showed you
Hooked on
was
phonics.
the learning path.